Good morning, everyone. This is Financial Literacy 101. And today we'll be discussing and going over reviewing three ETF, exchange traded funds, that you guys can get into for a very low price. We understand that they are predicting by the year 2028 that the metaverse is going to be worth some astronomical $872 billion. But we know this is the way of the future. When you look at VR, Oculus glasses, virtual reality, we look at AI, we see that everything is being animated, but in a online, enclosed society where even Kevin Hart and I know for sure Snoop Dogg has bought real estate in the metaverse. And he was saying how big his real estate was in the metaverse, and people are trying to move beside him in the metaverse. Like, this is actual real estate that people are going to be getting into. But all of the stocks, the popular stocks that everyone is getting into, are very, very expensive, right? We're looking at stocks like Facebook, to say the least. Facebook, right? We're looking at Facebook, but these are ones that you guys can get into for a very, very low price. Now, when I look at Facebook, that's behind me there on the TV, we looked at the current situation that the stock market is in. We see a lot of stocks decreasing in value, and people are starting to sell off their shares. There are some analysts, very popular analysts, that are coming out and stating, do not buy the dip. Okay, the question is the stock market going to end? No, there's no way the stock market is going to end. There's no information, no indicators, no analysis, no research that states that the stock market is going to end. So why wouldn't I buy the dip? Now, it depends on what type of trader you are. If you are a day trader of sorts, if you are a swing trader, then this is probably not a time where you really want to invest. But if you are and you understand how the stock market works, then you are investing in option trading, or you are investing that stocks will go down. Maybe you're investing in Forex, or you're future trading. But this is no way for you guys to stop investing at all. Is this not the way that you guys should go about that? So we're going to go over these three stocks, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have a great time here. I'm going to show you how to get into some cheap metaverse stocks that encompasses some of the top 10 metaverse stocks that are already out there. Stay tuned. All right, without haste. So first and foremost on the agenda is Roundhill Metaverse ETF. And the ticker, believe it or not, is Meta, META. And Facebook kind of stole that, calling themselves Meta Platforms, but the ticker still on the stock market is FB. Now, of course, because of the current situation that the stock market is in, all of these are going to pretty much in the red. So for the first year, it's been down 21%. 3 months, it's been down 20%. The past month, about 24%. The past week, around 9%. And then today, in the pre-market, don't even look at the green. There's no even percentages. Now, Meta is a passively managed ETF investing in global listing equities spanning various industries. Okay. Number of holding 47. The exception date of this is June 29th, 2021. The index track is the Ball Metaverse. Okay. What's in the fund? 57% of this is technology, 35 or 36% communication services. And then we also have the 5 and 1% consumer, cyclical, and financial services. Let's move on. This is what you really want to know, family. What's inside of this ETF? Now, we have to understand essentially how ETFs work, right? We have to understand how ETFs work. A lot of times, people are not understanding. They believe that ETF is its own stock, which it is, but it's a fund, it's a stock fund that holds other assets, other stocks within that fund. So with that being said, it has a list of all these other stocks that deal in the same realm of the name, or how the actual ETF was created. So for this particular fund, we're talking about metaverse stocks. You're going to see a lot of stocks that are associated who have created the metaverse. Okay, let's get back into it. So we see first and foremost a notorious Facebook, Meta Platforms, NVIDIA, and you see the percentage of the asset allocation. So Facebook is around 9%. NVIDIA is around 8%, Microsoft around 7%, Roblox 5.5%, Unity Software 5%, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing, yep, because they make microchips for the metaverse, 4.5%, Apple 4%, Autodesk about 4% as well, Qualcomm, that's correct. They're also in cell phones, around 4% as well, and then Amazon, okay, 3.69%, so around 4% too. And look at the key statistics here. We see that automatically the 52-week low is around $12. The 52-week high is around $17. It's currently at $12 per share, okay? So again, here are some other people, Unity Software, around $93. That's why we didn't cover them, because they're inside of this fund. Roblox, 56, inside of this fund. And we will get the font Metaverse as well, ETFs. So already, ladies and gentlemen, we know what's going on. You see that you can invest in the entire stock market. Let's look at the predictions around here, Ball. Important. So this is coming Investors Observer. And we're going to look to the far left here where my cursor is. We see that they're predicting right now is at $12 a share, and they believe that the 52-week high, okay, the 52-week high will get back to the $17 range. So there's some room here for you to make $6 per share. But look at the low price that you're getting in that. Let's move on. We have a lot to cover here. So Subverse Metaverse. This is one of the newer ones that came out here. This is one of the new ones, and it was very hard to find a lot about this stock. So you see my green light. I'm telling you that these are going to be great stock. This is just my opinion. This is my perspective of the trending analysis of these three ETFs when it comes to metaverse. I do believe that you guys should get in and invest because the metaverse will blow up. There's going to be a bunch of fat people with ocular glasses on, working out and going around. I remember World of Warcraft. Anybody remember World of Warcraft? I played it one time, and it was just endless. And World of Warcraft is also, one of the earliest stages of the metaverse, believe it or not. So I don't want to go on a tangent there because that's a whole nother story. I heard about people around the world dying on World of Warcraft because they was forgetting to eat. And these people were dying of malnutrition. As a matter of fact, I'll give you a quick story. When I was in the military, there was a soldier over his 4-day weekend. He was on World of Warcraft each and every day, right? He got, they said he only got like 2 or 3 hours of sleep from the autopsy, and that he was literally drinking Coca-Cola. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to say he was drinking soda and he was eating candy bars, and he died of malnutrition. That's what the autopsy report said, right? Nonetheless, let's look at the money side. I know. I add everything into videos. My apologies. Let's get back into it. So here we go with the Subverse Metaverse ETF. So in the year, it just came out on January 27, 2022. So they're not going to have any ratings there. So let's get down to 1 week. And the past week, it's been down 3.3%. And then in the pre-market, we know that it's at 0. Okay, let's move on. The 52-week low is $24. The 52-week high is $25. Okay. Now, for the underlying assets that's in here, I had to look all over the internet for these, but nonetheless, you have Cash and Other, Roblox again, NVIDIA, Sony, Microsoft, Alphabet, Block, Matterport, and Take-Two Interactive Software. So those are the underlying assets that are in the PUNK, which is that is the ticker, PUNK, P-U-N-K, Subverse Meta ETF Fund. Moving right along. Font Metaverse ETF. Now, this came out on October 28th of last year. So in the past 3 months, it's been down 18%. The past month, 15%. The past week, 7%. And in the pre-market, we had 0 because we're about to, the market's about to go live here in 5 minutes. Okay, number of holdings, 51. And we'll look what's in the fund. Communication at 73.44%. Technology at 21.30%. Consumer cyclical at 5.26%. And what are the holdings in here? Apple at almost 15%. Meta Platforms, also known as Facebook, at 6.3%. Google, 5.6%. Sega Sammy Holdings at 2.58%. Orient Land at 2.58%. Pearl Abyss Corporation at 2.52%. Disney at 2.34%. Warner Music Group at 2.2%. So all of these stocks are part of the metaverse. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, Lamarcus Watkins. Nice to see you here, sir. He says, would investing into business like Valero be a good idea? Can I invest in Metaverse through Cash App because I don't know how to invest by any other means? Brother, listen, don't be investing through Cash App. That's not serious investing. I mean, they have not made a dedicated platform, and I'm not saying that it won't be lucrative. I'm not saying that, but if you really want an all-inclusive platform that is very, very easy to understand and go about it, and some people would probably disagree with this, but WeBull literally has all the analysis, research, all in one platform. If you want an easier platform that has some analysis, I use Robinhood as a training aid because they have really clean interface and designs for me to really show. I would say go with Robinhood first, and when you get your feet wet about investing, then go over WeBull. It's kind of an all-in-one platform. Now, of course, there's other great sources. I look at news. I look at Motley Fool. I look at Seeking Alpha. I look at so many websites to get analysis to kind of bundle this all up for you guys to show you this is the time to invest. So in my personal opinion, when it comes to investing, that people are like, don't invest now and on the dip. Hell yeah, invest on the dip. Buy low, sell high. Because here's the thing. If you're a long-term investor, this is where you want to be. Okay, this is where you want to be. If you are a short-term investor, this is where you want to be. If you are a swing trader or day trader, this is where you want to be because there's still money to be made regardless of the current status of the stock market, ladies and gentlemen. So there you have it. If you guys want to know more about how to invest, where to get started, brother, I would tell you to go over to Robinhood.com. There's a link in the description for you to join. Once you get your feet wet there, I would pretty much move over to WeBull. But some people would say, hey, don't even cut the chase. Full stop. Go to WeBull. Learn that platform instead of trying to change platforms in between. I'm just giving you my 1 and 2 picks. If you believe that you can't really comprehend some of the advanced analysis and research that on WeBull, start off with Robinhood. But I will tell you want a one platform that encompasses it all. Go to WeBull first. This is Financial Literacy 101. Learn money and be inspired. The brother had one more question. When you say shares a specific amount of money, you can start out with investing. With these new platforms, you can start out with $5. $5. You can invest in a stock in micro or fractional investing. And I would tell you, whatever money you have left over after you pay your bills, not the wants, but your needs, allocate a large sum of that money into investing. And I would tell you, when you start off investing, I usually tell people to start off with ETF funds because they have low volatility. Now, the growth is not as great as individual stocks, but you will start learning some of the basic hallmarks of investing. Okay, so there's not much risk there when it comes to ETFs. But I would also tell you that additional money, put that on a monthly recurring amount. So you set it and forget it in 3 to 5 stocks to really start your portfolio. Most likely, I would tell people to start off with bonds and ETF and index funds. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You guys have a great and wonderful day. Learn money and be inspired. I'm out.